my gosh, I just want to thank the Academy for this award. And I'd like to thank God and, of course, my parents. They've been wonderful. My sister and my brother and Sally and Danny and, of course, the love of my life. He's been amazing. And
Cassie, what are you doing? This isn't your big moment. This is for the movie that they're filming in Lynn.
But
I'm going to take this.
Couldn't I just practice?
No.
Sorry. I guess everyone's been getting a little carried away with the new movie Surrogates filming in Lynn, and I guess I was too. Oops. Well, even though we've all been excited about the film being here, it's actually not the first movie to have been filmed in Lynn. There have also been a number of others, 9 in all from what I was told. They filmed Session 9.
With 4 really good guys, 1 week, we're gone. That's fast. I need the job.
So the loonies are outside in the real world, and here we are with the keys to the loony bin, boys.
You might actually want to be grateful when you're about to make some decent money.
What's the catch?
Patricia Willard scandal, 1984.
I want you to try to remember what happened 24 years ago.
Use your imagination.
These shrinks figured that with these new techniques they designed, they could release hidden memories.
A documentary called Manufacturing Consent, Noam Chomsky and the Media.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wyoming Talks. My guest today is well-known intellectual Noam Chomsky.
We're making a film about Noam Chomsky. Does anybody know who Noam Chomsky is?
No.
It's not the case, as the naive might think, that indoctrination is inconsistent with democracy. Rather, it's the essence of democracy. When you can't control people by force, and when the voice of the people can be heard, you have this problem. It may make people so curious and so arrogant that they don't have the humility to submit to a civil rule, and therefore you have to control what people think.
There was also a short piece called Biograph, Snapshots at the President, an episode of Cops, and a couple of other films as well. The Golden Greek, the Harry Gannis story, and one movie, The Joneses. Those ones we haven't located yet.
When you come for you, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
Lastly, 2 major films that were shot in Lynn recently are The Departed.
When I was your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals. What I'm saying is this: when you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
And Gone Baby Gone.
Elaine puts her to bed. She goes across to Dottie's, then she comes home and Amanda is gone.
Who would take my little girl? She never hurt anybody.
Those last 2 brought big names into town, such as Jack Nicholson and Ben Affleck. And this year, Surrogates brings yet another, Bruce Willis. Not to mention Lynn's very own Jack Noseworthy, who has been a professional film actor for 20 years. So just what have they been filming? Well, the movie is set in the future. The idea is that people live separate from the world they once were a part of in an enclosed area and control surrogates, which are robot versions of themselves, in the world interacting with each other. But Bruce is forced to leave the area, and when he goes to revisit the 2 worlds on Earth, the way that one was before and the real world where the surrogates are, he's in for some eye-opening changes. The downtown area of Lynn has been transformed with trash and debris into the real world as it has become, deteriorated and a mess. Lynn has historical buildings that allow the feeling of the past to remain in the city as it ends up in the gritty future for this film. Bruce Willis is of course known for his roles of tough guys with a real sarcastic humor, such as in the Die Hard movies, The Whole 9 Yards, Armageddon, and many others. However, he's also played a variety of other roles, showing just how well-rounded he is as an actor. Noseworthy, who has been in Encino Man, Event Horizon, Idle Hands, and U571, is also a great talent, and he happens to be a Lynn native. He left Lynn to perform when he was in his late teens, and he has since made it big. In this film, he will star as the bad guy, who is the antagonist for Bruce Willis's character. LynnCAM TV had the chance to catch up with him briefly, and here's what he had to say about working on this film and being back in his home city.
Lynn native feel being back in Lynn?
It's great.
Yeah?
It's really great. Yeah, I really like it.
This is where the dream began. So it's really fun.
Give us a little story of what happened in your life since you've been here.
In the past 20 years.
Yeah, the shortened version.
The short version is I graduated from Lynn English High School. I went to college in Boston, and I've been an actor for the last 20 years. So my family still lives here in Lynn. So I'm real happy to be home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's good to be working here again.
It's great. It's amazing. Like I said, this is where the dream began, and now I'm shooting a big movie in my hometown, and I'm really proud to be from here. So it's great. It's a great full circle experience for me.
Yeah, people will be happy to hear that. They're excited to see all this going on.
I love Lynn. I think it's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. The city is beautiful. I'm very proud of where I'm from. So.
Were you surprised when they told you we were going to be shooting?
Yes, very surprised. It's who gets to shoot a movie in the town they grew up in. I mean, like I said, I've been acting for 20 years. I've run the gamut of experiences of where I've worked, and I've shot in London and Italy and all over LA and Canada and Europe, and I'm shooting a movie in Lynn. It's crazy. It's great. I'm very, very, very fortunate.
What would you tell the kids who wanted to follow that path, get into the acting and so forth?
Go to school. Anybody that wants to get into acting and wants to do anything within acting is a craft, and like anything else, I would tell anybody that's interested in it to get an education.
Any acting school particularly?
I went to the Boston Conservatory. I loved it there. Got a great education. So.
Yeah. Nice. And so what are you getting prepped for right now?
Well, they're actually shooting a scene with my stuntman. I'm not allowed to. They don't let you do certain things. He's going to ride a motorcycle into an alleyway, and then it crashes, and then I'll get out from the motorcycle and do the rest of the chase because they won't see his face. They don't let the lead actors do that kind of stuff. So.
Excellent. Now, are you gonna come back for a Lynn premiere or something?
Oh, I don't know. That's not anything I have anything to do with.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, maybe we'll try to convince your agent or your manager.
Yeah, actually, it would be the studio. That's out of my control.
So, what's one of the most favorite, what are your favorite films that you've been in recently that we might want to show a clip from or so forth?
I have a couple. I think this is my 5th project with this director, Jonathan Mostow, and I've done 2 movies with him that I'm really proud of. One is called Breakdown, and one is called U571. And those are really good movies that I think I'm not only happy with my performance in it, but I'm really happy with the way the movie turned out. I think they're good movies. Like I can recommend them and know that people are gonna enjoy the film. So.